Okay, let's talk about like what characters are in this so that if you're watching this in the future and there's a whole bunch more characters, you know none of those are showing up. This is a Overwatch 2 tier list with every single character except for well, the newest one that's going to come out. I don't even know what their name is or anything. It's just now being like foretold and stuff, but yeah, this is up to Juno. So yeah, let's start with the first one, which on this tier list is Bastion. This is going to be over gameplay wise, not lore wise, because I could talk about the Overwatch lore for quite a bit. Actually, I am like weirdly into this game. I like this game a lot, but I mean, some of the Blizzard's decision, that's mostly on Blizzard's part, though. What I don't like about it is on Blizzard's part, at least. But yeah, this is going to be all gameplay wise, and to be honest, I'm not very good at this game. So, Bastion, honestly, A tier for me. Don't know where other people have him, but he's A tier for me. The turret mode is beautiful. The grenade is really, really fun to use, and yeah, that's basically it. In the first game, he could heal himself, which was cool. I can barely remember the first game. I was really young when I played it, but I kind of remember it. I have a bad memory in general, though. I really need to get that checked out, actually. That might be a problem, but who cares? Then we got Cole Cassidy. Yeah, I suck as him, but I love him also. I just call him Clint Eastwood most of the time. But yeah, I love his, it's sundown, or whatever, freaking, you know what I'm talking about. Diva, dude. Diva is absolutely S tier for me. I freaking love playing as her. She's so cool. And mechs are awesome anyways. The way she sits in it looks so uncomfortable. Her ultimate is really fun to use and usually gets you play of the game. Anytime I play with the Diva or as Diva, either I get play of the game or the other team's Diva gets play of the game, which is really annoying most of the time. And then we got Genji, who I also suck as, but I still absolutely love, and I think his basically everything is really cool. I didn't say this about Cole Cassidy earlier, but in the beginning they changed it from the flashbang to the sticky grenade, and I had a really hard time figuring out like the best way to use it. And then they changed it back to flashbang right after I got used to the sticky grenade, and that just completely ruined it for me. And that's why I haven't played him in a while. But yeah, it's a whole ordeal with that grenade situation and everything. Hanzo, I absolutely love this man. This man's really fun to play, but I also suck as him. I would definitely put him above Genji for me at least. Junkrat, let's go ahead and put him right below Bastion. I think Bastion's ult is more fun to use, and I think the turret mode is really fun. I think Junkrat is amazing for getting across the map really fast, dealing some damage, getting people off of the actual point if you use your mines right, and just whenever you trap people, they are screwed if anybody in your team is near them, because there's nothing they can do except kind of fight back somewhat if they have good damage output. But if they're someone like Tracer, then they're absolutely decimated. That goes for Tracer anyways whenever it comes to like Sombra's hacking and everything too, but we'll talk about that later. Lucio actually, yeah, man, probably right below Junkrat. I love playing Lucio. Lucio's just fun. I always end up getting either really, really high, like outrageously high amounts of damage or outrageously high amounts of healing. There is no in between whenever I play Lucio. Mei is, man, I really like Mei because of her ult and basically everything, but I really suck as her too. Her ult is really, really good, though. Whenever you can get people in it, some people just dart right out of it. Mercy. Okay, Mercy is a pretty good support, but not a good damage whatsoever. And I think that you having to switch from out of the healing to get to your damage really sucks. Man, I don't know, man. Bottom of B, I guess. Yeah, bottom of B works. Pharah is another one that I tried to get into, but just honestly couldn't. I'd put her right below Junkrat. The two explosives people are right next to each other. And then Reaper. Reaper is just awesome. I love playing this man. The ult, whenever you can get a really good ult, it feels so good. The teleportation is pretty good. I use it for flanking. It doesn't usually work because I end up not seeing someone and they see me teleporting as I'm teleporting to that place, and then they just automatically get me. Haven't really mastered that, but the actual phasing, like phase shifting or whatever it's called, is really good. Reinhardt is honestly top of yeah, top of A for me. Not being able to do anything while the shield is up sucks, but it really helps with protecting your team. And honestly, if you have a Bastion behind that shield, it's pretty good because they can just go crazy and have protection from your shield and everything like that. I cannot remember what it was. It might have been the Mirrorverse, might have been the April Fool's thing. I cannot remember. It had it to where his shield was basically Baptiste's ultimate, to where it would damage boost people's shots that went through it, which was really, really good. I thought it was, at least. I thought that was a really cool one that made it to where he helps without just being a body shield. I think that is cool. Okay, Roadhog is probably, man, right above Reinhardt for me, honestly. I love that he can self-heal. The hook is amazing. The ultimate is really fun to use, and it's basically just, he's the perfect tank, if you ask me. Not better than D.Va, though. So, I mean, second perfect. Well, third, actually, because of someone else who's going to be up here, but it's fine. Soldier is probably, man, I don't know. Soldier, man, I'd put him and I'd put him up there. I love Soldier. And he has the Common Rider skin, the Bug Hero skin. I love that skin, man. I know I've said this was just gameplay wise, but that skin definitely helps boost him. That's why I play him anyways. But I just got good as him because of that skin, because I played as him because of it and everything. Symmetra? Yeah, I suck at Symmetra, so at top of C, I guess. I don't know. Okay, Torbjorn. Torbjorn was the only person I would play for a little bit, but then I just figured out that I really, really suck as Torbjorn. So I think Torbjorn would probably be, I don't know. Did they nerf him or something? That might have been what it was, because it just seemed like he did less damage and everything. He was doing less. I'd say Torbjorn is probably, man, either top of B or, man. Yeah, I'll put him right above Pharah, because his turret really helps. His actual, like, boost in strength and speed and, like, the health and everything helps a lot. And I think his ult is just better than her ult, honestly, is what it comes down to. His kit is just better. I think his two styles of shots really help too. Like, either you can do a precision shot or a burst, like a shotgun shot. I think that really helps. Tracer, I really, really tried to get good as Tracer, but I just could not. And her ult is just not that good, honestly. Even if you get it right on someone's tank, it doesn't kill them, like, automatically. They might survive it. Like, there's a pretty big chance that they're gonna survive it and everything. And honestly, like, hitting it onto someone and getting out because it kills you if it goes off is pretty hard. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just not good with really, really fast-paced heroes, I guess, in this game. I'd say Tracer is right above Mei. I'd say that, yeah. I mean, yeah. Tracer is right above Mei for me, I think. Widowmaker, I completely suck as Widow. I think she might be right above Symmetra. Yeah, right below Symmetra. Her ult is, honest, they need to redo that ult. It's just not good compared to other people's ult or fun. The sniper is fine. That's fine. The zipline that she has is cool. I wish I had more than one use at a time. Like, I had two or something. And I think the poison trap is fine. You know, it doesn't do too much damage. And it's basically just a way for you to be able to camp in one spot. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just bad as Widow. Then we got Winston. Winston is a really cool one. He's one that there's a lot of these that I try to play and just really suck as. But I think his ult is basically what brings him down for me. Everything about him is really cool, except for his ult, because that ult just, it turns him into a slow, lumbering melee weapon, but it doesn't do enough damage to actually do much, in my experience, at least. I'd say, man, I think he, eh, he might be, he's right below Hanzo for me. Yeah, that works. Zarya. Zarya is one that I did not like in the beginning, but then I slowly started to absolutely love Zarya. The ult is really fun if there's other people around that can actually help you take them all out. The ball attack, like the turning it into a sphere and shooting it with the regular attack, like the secondary attack type of thing, is really fun. The laser is fun. Using the shields to boost your own damage is just so fun, and it's kind of what I want from Reinhardt, where the shields do something other than just protect people. Like, you can protect yourself or them, and it boosts your damage. This is just really cool. I like that. It's basically like Thorn's damage, except it's less. It's not really Thorn's damage. It's more like vampire, I guess is what it would be. Is like the term, like in video games and stuff. I have no idea. Thorn's damage. That's definitely not Thorn's damage, but you know what I'm trying to say. I think I'll do. I don't know, man. Okay, Zenyatta. Zenyatta has the Discordance Orb and the Healing Orb. Those are really good, but this is another one that I just suck as. He's a really good damage and healing one. A lot of these support are not just solely support, like they do really good damage. I think Mercy's the only one that doesn't do at least fairly good damage. I honestly think Zenyatta would probably be... Man, I think Zenyatta's A. Honestly, I think he might be... He might be B, actually. B tier. Yeah, I'd say Zenyatta's, like, right there. Zenyatta's... I just like Zenyatta. Like, his entire... Everything about him is really cool, and his... like, whenever he gets all the balls and then shoots them all at once is, like, actually devastating. I don't know if any of you have been killed by that, but I have been multiple times. And it's the only way I can get kills out of him, as him, so, I mean, you know... Anya is one that I've been playing as recently, like pretty recently, started playing as her. I think Zarya would be Anya. Sorry about that. Anya, whatever. I'd say she'd be A tier at least, and I'd say she'd probably be right below Torbjorn. I think. Sombra. Sombra is really fun to play as, except they changed it to where her invisibility isn't automatic and everything, and it has a timer on it. It's just, they kind of made her weird. Yeah, as of right now, bottom of C for me, honestly. She would have been a lot higher, but they changed it and made her weird, and I only played like 2 games as her while after it's been changed and everything. I just need to play more as her to figure out what she would be in. But for right now, I'd say bottom of C, probably. Actually, right above Widow. Even with the changes, she's better than Widow. Probably Symmetra too. Yeah, right there. Orisa. Orisa is my favorite tank to play as. I got the demon skin and started playing as her, and oh my god, I have been wiping out people. It's beautiful. Team kill after team kill, my friends. Orisa's so cool. Doomfist. Doomfist was better as a damage, I think. He could be really cool. Venture came, and that they are basically exactly what I wanted from Doomfist, to be honest. I'd say Doomfist is... man. I'd say Doomfist is right there. Honestly, Doomfist is not that good. Or maybe I just suck at him. That might be what it is. Probably. Moira is, like, unironically, like, probably top of A. Honestly, Moira deals so much damage and gets so much healing. Like, it's just... Nerf Moira, honestly. She is so insanely powerful. It's actually crazy. Brigitte. Brigitte is the reason that we got Overwatch 2, because Overwatch 1, she ruined it. I'd say she's right above Lucio. Yeah, I'd say she's A. Hamster or Wrecking Ball is probably... I'd say Right above Reinhardt for me. I love playing him. He's just so fun, and the minefields is it's great to get kills with the minefield. I think that he's just really fun to zip around and smash down on people and everything. It's just really fun. I think that him having to reload, the amount of time he has to take to reload kind of sucks. But the overshield, the zip line, basically everything like that is amazing. And the minefield is one of the most fun ultimates to get a kill with. Okay, next up we got Ashe. Ashe is someone I only play every once in a while, and it's just because I want to get Bob kills. That's basically it. She's not as good of a sniper as not Ashe, Widow, and she's not really like as good as anyone else with her basic fire either. I mean, I don't know. It's just it seems like they wanted another sniper, but they didn't want it to make it just like Widow, so they gave her a rifle. Which I mean, that's fine, but also it doesn't really deal that much damage, and I don't know. The dynamite is really sick, and the man, what else does she have? The little double barrel shotgun blast thing is pretty cool. It's really good for getting out of danger if you need to, or just getting up to higher ground, which is good for the sniping thing, but also not as good as the zipline that Widow has. So honestly, I think she'd be top of B, probably. Yeah, I think top of B is good for Ashe. Next we got Baptiste. Baptiste is a black character that jumps really high, and that seems racially motivated, and I think Blizzard needs to kind of jump on top of that and prove that this is not a racial caricature, okay? But Baptiste is actually a really good support. I'd say Baptiste is right above Anna, up in A tier. Sigma, we got, man, I have not played Sigma in a while. His ult isn't that good. His regular fire is good enough. The shield he has is actually really good. And he gets really good overshield with that, with the thing where he absorbs the fire, like the gunfire and everything. I'd say he's definitely A tier, but I'd say he's, probably right above Soldier, I'd say. Yeah, I got all the tanks up there. It's fine. Echo, I really, really like Echo's kit. Like, the entirety of, like, how she plays is really fun. I'd say S tier. She does not deal a lot of damage. I am not good as her, but I'd put her up at S tier. And her ult is basically just become someone better and then get their cool ult. Which, I mean, that's not bad. It gives you an extra life and someone else's ult, and you can pick whose ult on the other team you want, so that you can actually think about whether your team needs healing or damage or literally anything else. So that's really good, I'd say. I feel like no one else has her on S tier, but it's fine, whatever. Soldier Boy, or Sojourn. I had to correct myself. I realized no one calls her Soldier Boy except me. Honestly, I think, definitely put her probably right above Junkrat in A tier. Her ult is not that good or fun. It's just the bolt rifle thing, the railgun that she has. And it's not really that good. It has to take time to charge, and then you can shoot it, and it's just, I don't know. I don't really use the railgun unless I have a really good headshot anyways. But everything except for the ult is really, really good, and she's actually pretty fun to play. The thigh boost thing that she has, the slide thing, is basically just a really good way to get up to higher ground or wherever you need to go, or just jump over the enemy or jump back to your people, whatever you need to use it for. And the little grenade thing that she has that creates a vortex is pretty cool. Honestly, just a really good way to get them off of the payload or whatever. Junker Queen is actually someone I've been playing as a lot lately. I think I'd probably put her right below Orisa and S tier. Actually, yeah, right below Diva, probably. Junker Queen is just really fun. She can heal herself with the melee damage, or the whichever one she wants to use, the throwing knife or the axe. And then her ult is actually really, really fun to get people with, and if you do it right with your teammates around and everything, you can get a few team kills per game if you use it right. Whenever they're pretty low health already and their supports are there, because they'll automatically try to heal, even though, you know, you can't heal while the purple thing's on your health bar, which is really fun. I just like her ult, honestly. She's just cool. I like the axe and the throwing knife. Oh my god, I've been trying to hook people and get them over the edge like I do with Roadhog, and it does not work whatsoever, but I'll get it to work eventually. Kiriko. Kiriko is one that I never play as. She's got the cards, which are, I don't know, they're pretty good way of healing. They're pretty slow, though. And then the Shuriken, which deals a surprising amount of damage. I'd honestly put her, probably, man, probably, but the jar thing that she breaks is really good, too. It gets the, whatever it's called, away and everything. I don't know. I think she's B, but I don't know where on B. I think probably right below Tracer and right above Mei, I think. Just because of her kit is actually really good. And the ult is really, really good, especially if you have a Juno or something like that that can also boost something else. I think, Kiriko and Zenyatta ulting at the same time would be good. Kiriko and Baptiste would work really well together. Basically, a lot of ults would go really good with Kiriko's ult going at the same time. Next up, we got Ramatra. They changed it to where he didn't go through shield, but I think they re-changed it to where it does now. I'd say he's probably S tier for me, honestly. I love this man. Probably right above Reaper, right below Junker Queen. His ult is really cool. It's literally just siphoning, like a vampire siphoning blood from you. And it, the timer goes down, but it stops, or it goes slower whenever people are in it. It used to stop completely, which was absolutely busted if you could keep up with people. The big mode goes through shields and everything, which is really good for pushing. And his little vortex thing that he throws. I know I said that for Sojourn too, but a lot of these things can just be described as vortex things. It sucks people down to the ground even if they're in the air. He was sold as a really good anti-air type of character, but he's not very good at that. I just use it to slow people and damage them a little bit, but I mean, you could use it for people in the air too, but I don't know, man. I just don't. And he's got a shield kind of like Sigma's, but definitely not as good. It can't go as far, it doesn't have as much life, and it's on a timer, which isn't super good, but it can soak up a little bit of damage before he gets taken down or goes away. Lifeweaver. I don't know, man. I think Lifeweaver is probably, man, I'd put Lifeweaver probably. He deals a pretty good amount of damage with his damage thing, but he has to switch between the damage and the healing. No, he doesn't. Mercy is the only one that has to do that, and that really sucks. I always forget that he doesn't. You just hit a different button and it goes to the thorns and then the flower. So I guess, honestly, I'd say depending on the day, I'd say he's either right below or right above Kiriko, and I think he's right above right now. The flower is a pretty good source of healing. You can either spam it with tiny amounts of healing or just hold it for a huge amount of healing and then do that. It would be slower, but it's bigger amounts of healing. And the tree of life, or whatever it's called, the ult, is really good. I think it got nerfed with the amount of life it has, because I've been taking those down pretty quick with my whenever my team actually focuses on it and everything. It's been going down way faster than it used to, which kind of sucks, but also, yay team, I guess. So not good for him, but good for the team. And I think the amount of healing it does has stayed the same completely throughout, unless I missed a big update or something. And like I said, his amount of damage is really good. The flower that you throw down and brings people up is honestly only really good if there's an Orisa ulting and you throw it underneath her and like an enemy Orisa and then push her up, or if you have a sniper that just needs to be up for some reason. They just feel the need to go up in the sky for some dumb reason. And then honestly, the pull your like people towards you, depending on who you're playing with, it could be the best or worst thing ever. I try to use it to be only annoying. So if you play with me, you probably hate it. But if you play with someone who's actually good and just pulls you out whenever you're actually in danger, then it's probably just a really good thing, just to get people out of danger. The only thing that could make that better, honestly, is if you could pull enemies. I think that would be the coolest thing ever, if they would do that for like an April Fool's thing, like game mode or whatever. But yeah, right now he's right above Kiriko for me. Alari is one that I started playing, like, not too long ago. I played her for like 10 games straight and then stopped playing her. I'd say she's, man, probably, is A or B, man. Yeah, right below Hanzo, I'd say, in B tier. I think her ult is really cool, but you have to damage them afterwards. The pylon is awesome. The amount of healing that you have with your actual sword-looking thing isn't the best, but the pylon picks up whatever slack you miss if you run out, and depending on where you put the pylon, because if you put it in a dumb place, it's going to get destroyed extremely fast. I try to put it in places that, like, either they won't see or they won't think that I put it. I usually put it way too high to where it just can't even get to people, so I have to put it lower. And yeah, the push away is really cool, but not good enough to really do anything. Honestly, actually, Lifeweaver has a double jump that heals him, so I am going to put him up right above Alari, actually. I forgot about the double jump. But yeah, back to Alari. Alari is like right there, right above Winston, right below Lifeweaver. That's a good place for her. She's just, I don't know, she belongs right in the middle of those two. Mauga. Mauga is one that I absolutely loved. They changed it to where his healing thing, like the circle around him where you deal damage and the others deal damage, and however much damage you deal, you get healed, or whatever, a percentage of it or whatever. They had it to where that gave him overshield whenever he used it, but then they changed it back to regular, so now it's back to being completely useless if you don't have teammates around, which really sucks. And if they don't deal damage, that also really sucks. I think the overshield was like a huge buff to him that changed him from probably an A tier to an S tier, but now he's back down to being probably... Honestly, I mean, I don't know. I'd say he's right above Hamster, maybe. I mean, he's not low on the A tier, but he's not high. But like I said, I'm not a master at this game, so obviously I feel like other people would probably put him much lower, but I think he's right there for now. If he still had the overshield, I would definitely throw him into S tier, just because that made him so much easier to play and made him so much more fun to play. It's just not even funny how much better he was in that whenever they changed that, but then they changed it back to where you can only heal, you heal whenever there's teammates around, but it doesn't give you overshield, so if there's no one around, it's useless, which really sucks, because if your entire team dies, and then you really need healing because your support decided to go damage for some reason, and then got themselves killed, and then you use that, and then it does nothing, not even a little bit of overshield. I just need a little bit of overshield if there's no support around. Is that too much to ask for, Blizzard? Come on. Okay, rant over. Okay, Venture. Venture is, I don't know, Venture's fun, but not really that good. Going Underground, a little mole person, they're cool. I don't know. Let's see. Man, maybe, I'd say right above Torbjorn in A tier, honestly. I think Going Underground is actually really fun. I think the Drill Dash Underground, like I said in the Doomfist section, this is basically what I wanted from Doomfist. That's what he was in Overwatch 1. Every time you used an attack, or every time it landed, it would give you overshield or whatever, and he was a damage. It was really fun. But then Venture came out, and I don't know. Venture's basically what I wanted from Doomfist, except they can go underground like a mole person. Mole people. Mole people. Juno. Juno is the newest one, and she's like a pin-up astronaut girl, and I don't know, she's cool and cute and cutesy ootsy is what she is. I honestly absolutely adore playing as her. I suck at aiming with the gun, which means you're definitely not getting healing whenever I play as her, but everything else I'm pretty good with. The speed boost is... Actually, you know what? I want to talk about her really fast. Just her kit. I'm going to throw her in D right now, but that's not where she is going to end up. Her kit is amazing. A speed boost with the circle thing, and then you've got the drones that damage and heal people depending on who you, like which team you get on. A double jump. She can levitate in the air and go higher, and it goes over ledges if it's up high enough. Dude, she's the perfect, and the ultimate is a damage boost. So I mean, that right there is a speed boost, healing, damaging, and a damage boost. That's... I don't know. This is the coolest character we've gotten in a while, and I don't know. No one's talking about how cool Juno is, and it very, very much upsets me. Juno is really cool. Yeah, I don't know. Juno's just really cool whenever it comes to like her kit and everything, and one of the cool, like the most versatile supports we have right now. I'd say probably A tier, probably. People are going to hate me for this, but I think all the way up there, probably above Sigma and Soldier and everything, I'd say, man, I don't know, maybe like 4th place in A tier. Like, I don't know. She's just really fun to play as and actually really good. Yeah, I don't know. This is the tier list. In S tier, we got Orisa, Diva, Junker Queen, Ramatra, Reaper, Echo. In A tier, we got Moira, Zarya, Roadhog, Juno. I just talked about her. Why did I almost forget her name? Jesus. Mauga, Hamster, Reinhardt, Sigma, Soldier. Jeez, I almost called him something other than Soldier. What in the world? Bastion, Soldier Boy. We got Junkrat, Venture. No, oh my god, Torbjorn, Baptiste. I always get Baptiste and Bastion mixed up for some reason. I don't know why. Anna, Egyptian Chicken Armor, Brigitte, and Short Black Man. In B, we got Ash, Hanzo, Gay Lifeweaver, Ilari, Ape, British Lady, Kiriko, May, African King, Omnic Monk, Genji, Clint Eastwood, and Mercy. And then in C tier, we got the Latina, the Indian, and the purple chick. I don't know. Tier list over. Tell me who your favorite or least favorite Overwatch character is. Tell me that you hate Blizzard, because, let's face it, we all do at this point. I'm only staying here because I like the lore and the characters look cool, and some of the new characters are actually really cool. Like I said, I mean, seriously, I just had an entire rant about why Juno is one of the coolest characters we've gotten in a while. Yeah, but Blizzard kind of sucks. But I hope you like this tier list. If you did, like, subscribe, all that YouTube type of crap. Comment if you like the tier list, because I'll keep doing some more tier lists if you'll want me to. And movie review tomorrow, so yeah, get ready for that. Yeah, tier list over. Wait! Oh, I put this poll up on the community tab a little while ago, and yeah, I left it up a little bit longer than a week so that you guys would pick something and break the tie, but you didn't. You all disappointed me very deeply on this one, but yeah, I don't know, I'm just gonna be the tiebreaker here, and we're doing the Overwatch character tier list. Don't know if it's gonna be in the beginning of the video, or the middle, or the very end, but yeah, if it's in the beginning, let's get into the video. If it's in the middle, back to the video, and if it's at the end, see ya.